Coming. My goodness.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Oh! Hello?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want? Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win? Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the Golden Rule. How could you possibly know that?
Because.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Domitius kill him even more. Now, get out of here! You outstayed your very limited welcome. Get out of my villa before I have Domitius thrown.
I'm not supposed to be in here. Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed. This is outrageous.
Get out of my villa before I... All right, now you've crossed a line. Get out of there! Get out before I have Domitius bash your skull in, fool! Impossible!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yulia? Oh. Poor guy. All right, let me see. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
On your best. Behavior, I trust.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your... We have? Wait, I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed. Is that about right? Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now... I assume you sought me out again for a reason. I think it's best if I hang on to it. Ask then. Good. Now, was... You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that it was not so long ago, during the Republic. The law of the 12 tables would have required that he be... Here, we see to it that he has food, a privilege that would be taken away from all of us. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Of course. What is it? Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the Golden Rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the Golden Rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand? Excellent. So, it looks like you'll have to continue your... Thank you.
Another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind. What is it, citizen? All right?
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm stubborn.
If the old man couldn't even keep his own door.
Thank you.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want? My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else. You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more. Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish. Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted? I trust you can see yourself out.
You're not supposed to be in here. Talk.
An intriguing proposition. Go on. Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that? You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for. Some time ago, when he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only, he used the wrong name. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me? I couldn't agree more. One hand washes the other, as they say. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me. I want you to bring me some wine. Just one small urn should do it. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around. So what do you need me to spell out? Let me tell you something about Malleolus. He talks a lot about freedom, but what he doesn't tell you is that he means freedom for men. After all I've done for him, counselling him through his entire election campaign, and he had the audacity to lock me in here. He said it was for my own good, and that my drinking was unbecoming of a lady, let alone the wife of a magistrate. I'll show him unbecoming. Tonight, at his victory party, I'm going to get good and merry, and if he tries to discipline me again, I'll threaten to expose his true identity in front of everyone. I am so looking forward to it. So you'll help me? Thank you. Here's the letter. Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is.
What?
He's... Oh no, that's... quite a lot more serious than I imagined. I only wanted some leverage over him, not to destroy him. Give me that immediately. Nobody else must know. What? No. You tricked me, you mendacious little stirkers. It was a lie of a mission. You were planning this all along and you deliberately concealed it. May Jupiter cut you down. I curse you. I curse your life and mind and memory. May you be unable to walk or eat or drink. May this drag you to the depths. This is outrageous.
You again. What is it now? My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with... You... and I like... Well... Unlike... Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you, but I don't, so I can't. Are you insane? Why would I withdraw? So, it finally caught up with me. I suppose that makes you... what? One of Nero's assassins? So, you're not going to kill me? Oh, so much work and money. Oh, well, if I do it, you'd let me live? Fine. Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal and release those two from debt bondage. There, you got what you wanted. Now, please, leave my villa and never speak to me again. Domitius, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
I've made a decision to release Julia Alopius and withdraw from the election. I want you to go and inform Equitia.
Sir? Are you under duress, sir?
I just had a change of heart.
But you were on track to be magistrate, sir. All that work, All that money wasted.
Those are my orders. Carry them out.
As you wish, sir.
Keep an eye out for Santella, would you?
Salve again, friend. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and... Oh, come on. I just did as you asked. Sisyphus. Sisyphus was a Greek. He was forced... Tantalus... Oh. Anyway, so... Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, and I saw you slide down that rope before, and oh, of course, it's because Anyway, well, it's too. Do you? Really? This is going to make what I really want. Only. You mean? You see, even if. I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me. He did? Oh, that was... unexpected. I wonder what could have possessed him to do that. Well, I guess it's time for me to step up then. I'll let Equitia know I'll be running. All right, friend.
Just as the ocean the newly arrived.
Ah, you're here, and you... Why? Just because I'm a woman? Honey, I take back what I said. Let's just forget that ever... I just try... All right, see ya.
Salve. Hello there, friend. May I say? Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little confused. Perhaps you should go and see Lucretia in a clinic. Very well. Another...
Salve and welcome. Need something? Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who. It was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people. Horatius, Domitius or Rufius. I hope that helps. All right.
All
That's
weapons are
quite
to
an
be tossed
impressive
into
bow
the
you
chasm.
have there.
What now?
Just like Diana's.
What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him, and I'm not happy about it. But I can assure you, it isn't me. All right?
Name's Rufius. No idea what you're talking about. See you around.
Keep an eye
That's
out for
quite an
Scintilla, would
impressive
you?
bow.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little What now? Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. If you know what I mean. Do I seem like anonymous threats are my style? He's not here. Dunno. The little Caput murder escaped earlier this morning, while I was taking Yulia to the clinic. He can't have gone far, but if you find him, tell him the punishment he gets for coming back on his own won't be as bad as if I have to go looking for him. She's not here. Whatever.
idea what you're talking about. Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. It starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean. I know that's not an excuse for how I acted. But it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. I'll leave him alone from now on. It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened. Will you?
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people. I hear... what demon or spirit told you about that? You went snooping in his... Have you spoken to... Really? How did you manage that? Poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a... Really? That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him. Nice to talk to you.
Oh my god. Hello.